All right, so are you ready for this? We are diving deep into a world of pure indulgence. Yeah, you guessed it, chocolate.
Hmm.
We're talking about the Lindt Home of Chocolate Museum in Zurich.
Oh, nice.
And trust me, this isn't just for kids.
Right.
This is a place where anyone who loves chocolate can really just go all in.
Yeah,
Learn about it, experience it, and of course, taste it.
absolutely. And I think, our listeners, they love to learn about things in depth, right?
Yeah, they're curious,
They are.
and they appreciate the finer things.
They do.
So this is going to be a real treat for them because we're gonna break down whether this museum is
Yeah.
actually worth adding to the bucket list or if it's all just hype,
Yeah, and I think what's really cool is that we've got some great material to work with today.
We do.
Looks like we've got excerpts from what seems to be some sort of blog post or online recommendation, maybe a travel site.
Yeah, definitely giving off those vibes.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll see what they have to say.
Mm.
But first things first, what makes this museum different?
Well, a lot of times when you think of a museum, you think of these sort of like dusty old exhibits, right?
Rope stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You're just kind of walking around looking at things from a distance.
Behind that little red rope.
Behind the rope, yeah. But this is completely different. The Lindt Home of Chocolate is all about interactivity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've got these multi-sensory exhibits where you can really immerse yourself in the world of chocolate.
I love that.
Yeah.
Get your hands dirty.
Yeah, it's not just about looking at chocolate, it's about experiencing it with all your senses.
I bet that's amazing for kids.
Oh, absolutely. Kids would go crazy for this place, but honestly, I think adults would too.
Yeah.
It's like a playground for chocolate lovers.
I mean, who doesn't love chocolate?
Exactly.
So you mentioned this multisensory experience.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff can people expect to actually do there?
Well, one of the highlights is the bean-to-bar journey. It takes you through the entire chocolate from start to finish.
So you're actually seeing how it's made.
Yeah. You start with cacao beans, growing on these trees in these exotic places.
That's so cool.
Like Ecuador, Ghana, places like that.
Oh, wow.
And then they show you how the beans are harvested, fermented, roasted, all of that.
So you're really getting a behind-the-scenes look at the whole operation.
Exactly. And they don't just show you, they explain it all too,
Right.
Like, did you know that there are actually different varieties of cacao beans?
Oh, we did not know that.
Yeah, there's the Criollo bean, which is like this super rare, prized bean known for its delicate flavor.
Fancy.
Yeah, very fancy.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the Forastero bean, which is more robust and makes up most of the world's chocolate.
Okay.
So they break down all these little details, which I think is really fascinating.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff our listeners eat up.
Yeah, they love to learn those little tidbits.
And it really makes you appreciate chocolate on a whole other level, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. You start to see it as more than just candy. It's like an art form.
Totally. So we've talked about the interactive exhibits, but what about the actual chocolate? Do they have tastings?
Oh, yeah. Tastings are a big part of the experience.
I was hoping you'd say that.
You get to sample all sorts of different Lindt chocolates.
All right, so what makes these tastings so special?
Well, it's not just about stuffing your face with chocolate, though that is a perk.
Huh.
But they really guide you through the experience,
Right.
They talk about the different flavor profiles, the subtle nuances of each chocolate.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and they even get into the art of chocolate pairing.
Chocolate pairing, like with wine.
Exactly. Or like certain types of coffee, or even cheese.
Oh, wow, I never would have thought of that.
It's all about finding those combinations that really complement each other and bring out the best in both flavors.
Okay, so that's the bean to bar journey and the chocolate tastings. What else is there to see?
Well, they also have a massive chocolate fountain.
Whoa, hold on. A chocolate fountain?
Yeah, I'm talking like a giant cascading waterfall of liquid chocolate.
Okay, I am officially sold.
I know, right? It's
Okay.
like something out of a dream.
I can already picture it. That warm, rich chocolate just flowing down, people dipping all sorts of goodies in it.
Yeah, it's definitely a highlight.
And probably a very popular Instagram spot.
Oh, for sure. People love to get that perfect shot of the chocolate fountain.
Yeah, it's a pretty iconic image.
It really captures that sense of abundance and indulgence that we associate with chocolate,
Totally.
It's like a symbol of pure happiness.
So we've talked about all the amazing stuff you can experience at the museum, but why Zurich? What makes it such a great place for a chocolate museum?
Well, Switzerland has a long and rich history with chocolate,
Yeah.
Yeah. And Zurich in particular played a key role in the development of modern chocolate making.
Interesting.
Yeah, back in the 19th century, Zurich was like this hub for innovation in the chocolate industry. And it was actually in Zurich that Rodolph Lindt, the founder of Lindt Chocolate, developed the conching process.
The what process?
Conching.
Okay.
It's this revolutionary technique that involves continuously stirring and aerating liquid chocolate for hours and hours.
Wow.
And this process is what gives Lindt chocolate its signature smooth, melt-in-your-mouth texture.
So basically, Zurich is where Lindt chocolate, as we know it, was born.
Pretty much.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal in the history of chocolate.
So not only do you get to visit this amazing museum, but you're also in a city that's deeply intertwined with the history and evolution of chocolate.
Exactly. It's like the perfect setting for a chocolate adventure.
So to wrap things up, we've got interactive exhibits, a fascinating journey through the history of chocolate making, and a city that's practically synonymous with chocolate.
Don't forget the chocolate fountain.
Oh, right, and a giant chocolate fountain.
Haha, it's important.
I think it's safe to say that the Lindt Home of Chocolate is a must-visit for any serious chocolate lover.
Absolutely. It's an experience that will truly tantalize your taste buds and leave you with a newfound appreciation for this incredible treat.
And maybe this deep dive will inspire some of our listeners to explore the world of chocolate even further.
Yeah, there's so much more to discover,
Like, what about the ethical sourcing of cacao beans?
Oh, that's a really important topic.
Yeah, or the unique chocolate cultures of different countries around the world.
Oh, yeah, that's fascinating.
The whole world of chocolate out there just waiting to be explored.
I think we've got our next deep dive lined up.
I think we do.
Haha.
Until next time.
See ya.